I'm Pat Dougal with H&M Pipe Beveling Machine Company in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Today we're going to talk about H&M's band style, band type, pipe cutting and beveling machine. This system utilizes stainless steel bands and then a motorized or a manual head that's going to sit on this band, carry the torch, follow that band all the way around 360, cutting and beveling the end of the pipe. The bands is where the accuracy comes from. These stainless steel bands are 8 inches wide, 40 thousandths thick, have a series of raised ridges that are rolled into them. Each band overlaps itself and works a range of pipe sizes. This particular band is a 10 to 14 inch band, and there's a 14 to 20, a 20 to 26, all the way up through 8 feet. We carry bands from 10 inches in diameter through 96 inches in diameter in stock, and have specially built these bands up to 24-foot diameter vessels, so they can get very big. Let's put this band on and off so you can see the process of installing it. I'm going to be walking in and out of this video a little bit today. Again, each band when you buy it has a working range of pipe sizes. This particular band is a 10 to 14 inch band, so you can see it can go out to 14, is where we're going to be cutting with it today, or it can go down to 12, smallest size is 10 inches. Every time you buy a band, it comes with a particular length of chain and coupler we'll show you here in a minute that holds the head onto the band. Each band is also marked under the boomer assembly. If you were to open it, it says 10 to 14 inch here, so when you end up with multiple bands in the shop, they will be marked telling you the size range. The chain and coupler that come with this band, the coupler that's on the chain is also marked with a 14, so your chains and bands can easily be matched up and put back together. The bands open up, so you can take them completely on and off the pipe. Again, the accuracy comes from these grooves wanting to fall inside one another, and also my double checking the overlapping portions to make sure that they're nice and parallel. You take the boomer chain, put it over a hook that's on the other side of the band there, and that booms this band down, sucks that band up around the pipe. Again, I'm looking at the parallel portion is from here to here, and everything looks to be nice and square. If I were to see this band trying to sneak out one way or the other, I'd loosen it up, shake it around, boom it back down until I am nicely parallel. At this point, we're going to bevel and square cut this end perfectly. This band is very nicely centered and squared to this pipe at this point. The motorized head that we have today is going to sit on this band. We have 2 grooved wheels on this side of the unit that are going to ride on this raised ridge. And that's going to make sure that this head perfectly tracks the band all the way around. Out here in back of the torch, we have a wheel that rides right on the pipe. This wheel operates as an outer end. It's going to allow this to follow any highs and lows that exist in the pipe. Again, making it very accurate. This wheel is adjustable. It's in a little slotted area here. When you set this up on 14 inch pipe and then move it to something larger, you're going to need to level this head up on those larger pipe sizes. I'm going to bring this down until we can see right under this wheel. Can you see a little air between the wheel and the band? When you're level, you'll be able to see air under both sides of the wheel, meaning that this little grooved area is riding perfectly on the raised ridge. And that means it's grabbing and wanting to hold on. It's going to be very solidly attached to that band. If you were very badly out of level, you can see if it was out of level, now I'm riding totally on the outside of that wheel. The little grooved area is not touching the band at all, in which case the head's going to want to fall off the band. So it's important to level the head up. As you change pipe sizes dramatically, take a quick look under the wheel, making sure you can see air under both sides. That means you're perfectly level to the pipe and to the band. and the head's going to be locked on very solidly. Okay, as I mentioned, every time you buy a band, it comes with the appropriate length of chain and coupler. And the chain and coupler go on the output drive shaft of this motor up here. I typically will bring it up somewhere in this particular area. Also, you can see the coupler has a groove on the side of it here. That's where the chain is going to come around and go in and then lock over. I'll show that to you. But you put it over the output drive shaft with this slot open out towards the torch. The chain should come in at the bottom of the coupler, as you see here. You don't want to put it on upside down and we'll be in trouble. You want it chain at the bottom of the coupler, open part of the coupler facing out towards the cutting torch. The inside grooves you see on this band is an area that just helps you wrap the chain around squarely. When I bring the chain around, I'm just going to match that groove up there. I'm going to put the chain into the coupler. I'm going to make sure it's pushed all the way into the back of the coupler. I'm going to just lower this little guy down for maximum effect. That locks over that pin. So I pulled every length of chain I could out of it and then lock it over the pin. Once it's over that pin, this red handle comes up, loads it down. Now the head's loaded onto the pipe and onto the band. There's a big spring in here. And you pull on it, you can see it going up and down right in this area right here. That's under spring tension. So we've now got this head secured to the pipe, to the band. The motorized system comes with a control box. Also a couple magnets that allow you to put it on the pipe, we'll talk about here in a minute. Forward reverse switch, centers off. Rheostat to control the speed. And again, these two magnets allow you to just put this on the pipe. That way the control box is on the pipe, safely off the ground. It's not sliding off the pipe, hitting the ground. It's not being stepped on. It's not landing in a mud puddle. It's safely up here beside you in the cutting process. Well, the objective on this tape today was to show you the basic setup and operation of the H&M band style pipe cutting and beveling machine. It's relatively easy to set up. It's light, it's portable. One guy can take a band out there for 48-inch pipe and a head and set it up and operate without an overhead crane required to move some big heavy piece of equipment around. And it is very accurate. These ends are going to be perfectly square, as square as you can wrap those bands around there. Since they overlap themselves like a wraparound, it's square. And the quality of the bevel with the proper torch setting is superb. Hopefully this will be a benefit to you in setting up your machine and having one of your operators take a look at it before he goes out and goes to work. Thank you for your attention.